for the YouTube. We're going into intermission again, and we're coming back with the final two
Coming
topics. We're
black.
just going to consolidate for the sake of time. So we'll see you next time if you choose to, uh, break. And from there, we're going to come right back. All right. So, final two topics. All right. Now, the developers of Evolve did a very generous thing.
Woohoo!
Now, I have to say, I'm pretty sure other companies do this, but you probably just never hear about it. But the development of Evolve has been completed, and they went and took $22,000 towards a charity, and that's like, you know what? That's a bit of good news in the gaming industry. I wish they would put more of this stuff out instead of, oh, console exclusive this or a game getting canceled that, or you know what I mean, like, and especially what's going on in the world, just to get a bit of good news is a good thing, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to delve into that and get the panel's thoughts, like, why would they I guess they finished their development and whatever excess they had, hey, give it to charity. You know what I mean? And just for that, I'm thinking like, hey, I wasn't initially interested in Evolve, but to support that company, I will go and buy a physical disc. That, I mean, that was a good gesture, and kudos to that development team for going out of their way to do such. So um, going around the table, brother Noop first, and then I'll work my way around. But I mean, video game companies doing something
Oh,
like this. What you doing?
that was what you talking about, Willis? That was very nice of them, very noble. Yeah, thing the more positive light and stuff like that does need to be shed on these video game companies and stuff like that,
Hmm.
because a lot is going on in the video game world. A lot of beneficial things are happening. A lot of things in education, medicine, a lot of stuff happens, and we need to highlight that. That's the problem with just a lot of things in general in any subject area. People tend to focus on the negative rather than the
Yeah.
positive. That's great. And like you
Hmm.
said, Evolve was on my maybe list. I think I'm gonna make it a definite just because of that, man. Just to support those guys because it seems like their hearts and minds are in the right place.
Yes, yes. And shout out to Turtle Rock Studios for doing that. That was freaking cool. That honestly, we might be jerks on this podcast sometimes we're making jokes and stuff, but on a serious note, it's like again, you need this kind of good news out there. You got to know that the developers actually will do things outside, without just their main interest. Like for instance, like you see how Capcom was nickel and diming people, with gems and character DLC or dislock content stuff, just trying to siphon shit out of you. But to see a company do something like this and give back, awesome, awesome, awesome. But Goken, what are your thoughts on Turtle Rock?
I think it's a good thing. I think it's pretty cool. They should highlight a little bit more of that, and um, maybe there are companies. I'm pretty sure Activision and Blizzard they're doing other things that but they
Yeah.
just don't publicize it a lot. I also
Hmm.
read somewhere that there was a guy who had like 7 brain surgeries this year, and Bungie
Gave the weapon,
gave the guy the weapon because the doctors
and
were
it's
saying
his
that video game,
weapon. He's
yeah,
the only one with that weapon.
for right now. It's going to be available for us later on, but he
Hmm.
got the first dibs on it, and they're going to be doing that. I thought that was cool too. I mean, you don't hear much about it. So there's
Hmm.
this and there's that instance with Bungie. So I hope that they continue with the giving and offering people who need some type of help. I think it's cool. It's good to give back. So that's
That,
pretty
that
much it.
I think that was freaking awesome, and yeah, I did forget about Bungie giving that ultra rare weapon to that patient, and I mean Alpha Omega Sin had talked about it some time back, and it's like, man, this stuff needs to be highlighted more, you know, instead of all this craziness that happens and such. But
Right, and there's also let's not forget the other charity that's going on with the game run throughs. I forgot what the name of that is,
Games
right?
done quick. It's actually
Games
on
done
right now.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh,
So
speed runs and
speed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's not forget about them too. I mean, that's all. That's also pretty damn awesome that they were doing that. Um, so I mean, let's not forget about them too. Shout out to Turtleback and Bungie and what's the last one? The game runs. Shout out to them. They're doing. That's pretty cool that they're doing that. So
Mm-hmm. All right. So on your knees, what are your thoughts?
Uh, Nothing. What am I going to say bad about donating to charity? You know, nothing much going on here. Every company does charity because it saves on taxes and whatnot. Nothing new to expect there.
There it is.
That's why.
There
Oh,
it
Debbie
is.
Downer. Dun dun dun.
That's the truth.
He
It's a
hit the
tax
Mortal
write-off.
Kombat fatality.
Yeah.
It's for publicity and all that crap. So more power to them. Getting it out there that they threw some money at a charity.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't got anything else to say.
All right. And Brother Noop, final words on this particular topic before I jump into the blame game going on with 343 Studios and Microsoft.
So I don't get to say.
I know,
Oh.
y'all. I went first. Hello.
No. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I did go to you. Yeah, I'm getting.
No, no,
Nelson, I
no.
told you I'm burnt out from work, so you got to
From
help
that
me.
workout,
Like,
yo. That Euro
No,
workout.
Alex just has all. He has adolescent Alzheimer's. I don't know, or early age
Yeah.
Alzheimer's.
yeah, yeah.
Alec, would you
Nelson,
like me to get you a notepad?
no. All right, go ahead, Nelson.
Okay, quick minute on this. Gratefully, shout outs to them actually, because not many people would normally take whatever they have like used up. Because I don't know if it was like something that they requested in their budget and they actually finished on time, and that was just like leftover money that they had, and they just like gave it away to a particular charity. I don't know which one they did though, but shout outs to them and people who do these kind of things, because a lot of people out there, especially in the new generation that we live in now, going back from, let's say, 2012 till 2015, not that many people's been doing great things as of, like, giving away just wholesomes of money, unless if it's for a particular purpose or they're gaining something back in return. I mean, like, yeah, you see all these people on Facebook doing like all these oh, I'm gonna help a bum, and I'm gonna give him like my lotto ticket that I won for $2,000, or give someone a nice turkey dinner for Thanksgiving. Nothing like that, but like
Yeah.
companies doing something that on a grand scale, we need more companies to do that. Like whatever you guys have left over from your budget that you don't no longer need, and you don't know, and you don't need it within the company, give it away to a charity or to someone that actually needs it, or to an organization. Like the same thing with Games Done Quick that's running now, I think, till the 14th of January. They almost raised about $700,000. Like they're
Excellent.
doing really good. And people are giving in like $1,200 donations, $500 donations. So these people actually do care for their cause, and we need more people like that, including gaming companies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my say on that.
Awesome, awesome. So, um, doing a combo, moving into the next topic, like I was saying, Bungie and 3-4, not Bungie. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Bear with me,
Microsoft and
guys.
343 Industries.
Yes, they're like this. They're pointing guns at each other. Um, 343 is blaming Microsoft for the Halo Master Chief Collection multiplayer issues. Now, I don't understand why it would be Microsoft's fault. I mean, because all the other multiplayer games, except like Call of Duty, they seems to be working, with no problem. Like you can get into big team games, boom, you're set, you know. But Master Chief Collection, I have yet to really play a good big team battle on that, and it's just that's not cool. Even with the Halo 5 multiplayer beta that we've been streaming, you know, like they had to put a patch and then they fixed the matchmaking. So all right, that's cool. But is that a developer's thing or is it the hardware manufacturer's thing? You know what I mean? So I wanted to give Nelson a chance to chat on it because he was ready to speak on it. But Nelson, what are your thoughts?
Well, basically, the article that I pulled up here that we have on the New Gaming Order Facebook page, it's in some half of the blame of Microsoft because from what it says here, due to the found leaked information of the Xbox One SDK, there's been a lot of issues that like could have been prevented, but at the same time, it basically shows within this little leaked information that 343 Industries is all of the blame because it's either
Oh,
one, they didn't ask for all the tools that is required, because if you notice, we have bug mechanics where if we join a party chat and we try to go in the game of Halo, it cuts us off.
oh yeah. Then we had to go on Skype to talk to each other.
Right, and
Yeah,
then it cuts us off. Also, too, with the lobby management, they have never fucked up on a game like this until just this one
yeah,
of
yeah.
Halo, and I am kind of worried because, as you just mentioned before, Call of Duty has a lobby system. You're able to talk on Xbox Live Party Chat, or even on the PlayStation Network, or even on PC of Steam. There's no issues. But
Hmm.
for some reason, with this game Halo, you're having like all over across the board, you're having massive amount of issues, whether if it's single or multiplayer.
And it's never been like that.
And no,
Never,
it's never
never.
been. But
Mm.
a lot of people are still blaming Microsoft on this because they also say that they haven't given them the proper tools to work with.
You know what I think too, Nelson? They're probably rushing the game to get out before the holidays.
That's an obvious. That, I mean,
And
they rushed out several titles before the holiday release, so that's a
yeah,
little bit
it
obvious.
was about this and not about, you know, holding the weight, the meat and potatoes on it. But you know, mm, kudos to the developers of Arkham Knight because you know they could have had it released before the holiday, but like no, we'll release it around the time where you know Man of Steel 2 pops up, Dawn of Justice, and release it side by side with that. You know, I
Right,
mean,
and let me finish off this real quick. Also,
mhm.
which is going back to the multiplayer side of things of the Master Chief Collection. This is standard. I don't know if anyone else plays first person shooters that much, but this is standard, okay? If you promise people dedicated servers to play online within a first person shooter, if your backup system fails, which we will call the dedicated servers, if that somewhat fails for whatever fucking reason it is, it
P to P.
rolls back and it goes to P2P, which is person to person, and it will go based on that person's connection, and it will like steady it out throughout the entire match, depending on who joins. That's a failsafe.
Hmm.
Apparently, this game did not count on that. They only have dedicated servers. They don't have a rollback system to fall back on. That's
Oh,
the reason why we
that's
barely get shit.
wow. That's bad.
And
That
now
that
I'm done.
was okay. But brother Noob, what are your thoughts on 343 trying to pass the buck when you know it's the developer that should be on top of their shit because I mean look at Activision and Sledgehammer, the new company picking up Advanced Warfare. Like they didn't have this problem. What happened with 343?
I will say this: it's bad business for both ends because you got to look at it. You're in competition with PC. You're in competition with anybody doing video games, and the average consumer, whether I'm in the games or not in the games, if I'm doing research and all I see is this game's having a problem, this console's having a
Yeah.
problem, I don't care whose fault it is. I see it as a problem, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna steer clear. Like for the past month, I've been seeing more problems pop up Sony wise than Microsoft wise, and I'm like, and I work with two people who have PS4s, and they tease me all the time and say, oh, you got an Xbox. But when I come to work, I'm like, yo, and I don't even joke. I'm like, yo, is y'all online back yet? Nah, man, I'm having issues. I'm serious. Like one of them is like, I'm having issues. The other one's like, nah, I'm good. Like they haven't cracked the joke in like in all of December or no
Mm-hmm.
January. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that's not cool. So like if anything, I wouldn't be trying to blame them. I'd be like, yo, You're representing our console. You're supposed to be a big seller. Hold on, yo. We got to
Yeah.
get this fixed. Like, what's going on? Like, I ain't got time to go back and forth with you.
Yeah.
So,
True that.
it's
True that.
making them look bad, in my opinion. I need to fix that. Because that, there's people making the decision. Should I get an Xbox One or a PlayStation? Like, man, y'all arguing. Y'all
I'll
games
get
not
the
working.
PS4 any day.
Ew. Hello?
He already made the sale. He already made the sale.
Unbelievable. But yeah. So Noob, if you're done, I want to give
Yeah, I'm done.
Goken. Yeah, Goken. What are your thoughts on um
Oh,
companies?
So
Shogun.
I'll tell you this, man. Microsoft, Microsoft can is not difficult to work with. They're really not. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I, I I have to blame 343 Studios. You have, and I'll tell you why. I
There
have
you
a
go.
good reason.
Developer.
And this is why, right? If they knew they're having issues with the SDK for the online play, right? This is a big seller for Microsoft. The minute they were having any issues, they say, "Hey, man, this part of it's not working for us. What can we do to make this work?" Microsoft says, "Oh, it's Halo, right? All right, boom, we got 10 engineers right here for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
about to go, they're gonna help you figure this out." Today, we're
They'll
gonna
fly
get
them
this
out
back in
there.
an hour. They're gonna say, "All right, we're gonna get this working for you 2 hours from now." All right, 10 engineers on that call. All right, all right. This part of SDK is not working. This is not working. This is what they do. Like, no,
Oh
serious.
man.
This is what they do for you to be a developer working on a blockbuster game that's going to make millions of dollars for Microsoft. There's no way that you're not going to get the support you need. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, it's Microsoft's fault because Microsoft's douchebags. No, they're not. They're really not. When it comes to support for the shit that's going to make them money, they make it work.
Yeah,
Right?
they
So,
will
like,
put the money out.
case in point, right? End of life of server 2003 is on deck. It's coming. If you're not off server 2003, there's no more service packs, okay? But interestingly enough, if you are a major bank and most of your system runs on Server 2003 and it's stable, you think Microsoft's not going to sit around and make patches for them after the fact that they AOL that? No, that's not the case. You're not going to tell major industry that's going to pay you billions of dollars to make these patches that you're not going to do them anymore. You understand what I'm saying? But Microsoft's
Mhm.
willing to do that. So if
Yeah,
it's going to make them money, they're not going to say no.
yeah,
So 343 can't say, "Oh, Microsoft's giving us a hard time. They're not helping us." No, it's going to help sell the Xbox. Believe me, they're helping you out. Are you
yeah.
kidding me?
And
Don't give
three
us
four
that
three
shit.
is first party. Like they are under Microsoft's umbrella, just
Yeah,
like Iron
exactly.
Galaxy, and
Yeah,
I
yeah. It's
that's just ridiculous.
yeah.
But
I don't believe them. They need more. They need more proof.
yeah, okay. And finally, on your knees, what are your thoughts? Like, should the developer be blaming the hardware manufacturer for their woes?
343 can't hack it, and this is just further proof of it.
Mm. Yeah,
That's
because
it,
only a few people from Bungie that left or stayed on after Bungie left the Halo franchise. Only a few from that corporation came and formed 343. So it's not all of Bungie that remained, but you know, like on your knees saying they can't hack it. But okay, give me some points or your thoughts. Like,
well, I'm of the opinion that the Halo One was the best game in the series, and none of the following games can compare to it.
you didn't like
Um,
Halo 2?
it's better than 3 or 4, but not as good as
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Each subsequent game it hasn't kept the bar where it was. It's lowered the bar each time. And the fact that they're blaming Microsoft, they're just trying to push the blame off that they fucked up.
Mm.
Just like everyone else said, they had the opportunity to get it fixed, but they wanted to hit. It's 100%. They wanted to hit the December release. They wanted to get in for the holiday, or no, it was Black Friday. They wanted to
Mhm.
get in for Black Friday so they could get their sales,
Mhm.
because they know that if they put the game out in January, February, or whenever, they're not going to get anywhere near the sales they want.
But could it be that Microsoft was pressuring them to get it done by this time?
It probably was, but it's their fault for not telling Microsoft, "Hey, this shit's broken." Or maybe Microsoft said, "Hey, just put it out."
Mm.
But I don't know where the final word lays on that, but they did fuck up. They
Mm.
should not have released a shitty game.
Because they can always say, "Hey, blame Microsoft," but Microsoft, the global conglomerate, they're not making the game. 343 is making the game, so it's their job to make sure everything works
And
out of the gate.
and at the end of the day, they don't really care about bad press as long as they sell the games and the bad press they feel doesn't hit them as hard as they think it will. They
Hmm.
really don't give a shit about bad press. That's how most companies operate.
But you see, here's the thing, though. Like with that, you got this resources split. Like while they were doing this Master Chief Collection, and then you got the beginnings of Halo 5 Guardians. Like they have to make sure that it's fixed, or because the Halo 5 Guardians beta, the matchmaking is okay. They patched it, they fixed it. You get matches really quick. So, but like the
Not as
bad
quick as Call of
press,
Duty.
yeah, Call of Duty, like it's like
I'm about
bam,
to
bam,
play
bam.
Call of Duty right now.
Yeah, I might be joining you shortly, but yeah, it's just that bad press can hurt. So you know what? A final question before we get ready to log off this podcast. Do you think they can fix it? 343.
They could, but
Anybody can chime in. Go ahead.
I think they could, but I don't think they will. Any
They,
company could fix the
they
problem.
have to, bro. They have to. This is Halo.
Yeah.
They have to fix it. Like you can't
Oh.
ignore the problem. You
They may
know.
fix this eventually, but it may take months at this rate. If it's not fixed now, it's not going to be fixed soon.
Well, and they're issuing apologies and all that, but sorry isn't gonna.
Isn't
I
gonna
mean,
cut it when you got my money. That you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're giving, I think, a month of free Xbox Live to anyone who bought the game.
yeah, they're giving some stuff away. I
No,
mean,
that's been happened already. It doesn't really account for the people who already has the year membership. This is only accounting for people who bought the game just like out of the get go as a bundle. It's not accounting for the people who has a year membership.
Like me,
Sucks
who
for
has
you
another
guys.
12-month card sitting here.
unbelievable. Okay, with that, we are going to bring this podcast to a
With
close.
fat. Sorry.
You guys really
Unbelievable.
need to stop that.
But
Never stop.
yeah, that's just our niche. But with that, we're gonna bring this
That's our
podcast to a close. So just going around the table, we're gonna get some closing remarks. And thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to the New Gaming Order staff. And I will do some shout outs towards the end. But Goken, any final words?
No, I'm good. That's it. CES was good, and if you're doing any PC stuff, you should really look at the curved monitors. Samsung and LG are doing some pretty cool things with their ultra wide curved monitors.
I was
I,
looking at that.
I wouldn't jump to 4K monitors just yet if you're not doing anything that's really 4K related.
Mhm.
Ultra wide's going to be awesome, and its scaling is going to be much better than dealing with a full fledged 4K monitor. So if you're going to
Hmm.
spend the money, you may want to invest on the ultra wide before going 4K.
Got it. All right. On your knees. Any final words? Steam
Uh,
plugs or anything?
Alex, you don't need to be upset about your Vita. We know you're a console that had its little handheld thing separate, unlike the Nintendo. Should have bought a Nintendo because it has its handheld coming with the console.
Dad.
Shut up, dude. I'm tight, man. I'm gonna end up putting that Vita towards a Wii U. I don't know, but thank
I'll
you,
take it
Chris.
off your hands for. I'll take it off your hands for $20.
Well,
God damn.
I bought that thing full price day one. Like,
You said
That
got
is not the
robbed.
slim.
no,
the
that's
slim,
the four. That's the 4G version of
Yeah, the slim.
AT&T.
The slim came out already. The slim's out already. I'm good. I'll give you $20 for it.
how much
You know
did you
what?
pay for that thing?
I'm not disclosing that with anyone.
He paid more than
I'll give
400.
you. I'll give you 20
He
bucks
paid
for it.
400.
No,
I didn't pay no 400. Shut up.
Lying
paid
shit.
like
You
$99
deserve a Ric Flair chop to your chest if you paid that kind of money.
Yeah, I'll pay you. Give $20, and I'll give you 35 if you have good storage with it.
You know what, cousin? You know I love you, man, but I'm not gonna talk to you right now. All right, brother, dude. What are your final comments before we make our announcements and then we log off?
Thank you all for all the support you've given us. Tell your friends to check us out. We're trying to get our subscribers up, man. The more subscribers and the more attention that we bring, the more likelihood we'll get the kind of sponsorships and support that we want, and we'll be able to give you more and more content, and we'll be able to do giveaways and things of that nature. And I'm actually thinking probably at the end of the month I'm probably going to buy something and give something away, just to give back to you all, because I know what it's like to be on the viewer side of things, and really be into a channel and actually entering giveaways. So I want to try to do that for you guys.
All right, thank you, brother Noob. We always appreciate the that initiative to help with the company. And then Nelson, our announcements. What you got for us?
Well, I got two announcements that you might not like. First announcement for you fighting game players. This is not the bad news, by the way, of that. The good news is, if you guys are interested in the Killer Instinct, the game that's been going on the Xbox One, their new character Omen is about to be streamed live tomorrow at the Killer Instinct Twitch channel. So you get to get a full character review of Omen, which is only exclusive to the people who bought the combo or ultra edition of the game. It will not be purchased separately. This is only an exclusive to people who bought the bundle.
Yeah, he's a bonus character.
Correct. He's not supposed to be a part of the game, but apparently he is. And this is really going to fucking piss you off. Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the PlayStation 4 will get every single goddamn DLC costume outfit that is up to date up to right now for free when you purchase the game on the PS4. So
Unbelievable.
you asked out.
Wait a minute. I think I saw something on the trailer, and
It's on
ignored it.
Event Hubs. This is just like brand new out of the gate. Event Hubs just posted it. So every DLC that you bought, like costume packs, the new Wild Pack, the new Vacation Pack,
messed
the
up,
Omega
bro.
Pack, it's all free in the game of the PS4 version, which is coming out this spring. If you guys want to pick it up, so that's for that.
Hurts my
And
backside.
and for as of announcements,
Is the father?
Ew. Oh wow.
Okay, as of announcements, I would like to make this known as of right now. I already posted a tweet and I already posted something on Facebook about this. Anyone who watches our videos or our streams, we mention time and time again we're going to do online tournaments. Never had the opportunity, never had the equipment. We're now getting things settled. So this is a question to all our viewers, all of our 1,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, all of our 144 and counting followers on Twitch. Would you like the idea of us re-hosting online tournaments for your viewing pleasure? And if so, would you guys not mind using the PayPal method where you either put in $5 or $10 and all of that money will go towards the pot price to split it for first, second, and third. And mind you, because we had a comment posted on Facebook by Timothy Mitchell, which is also known as Beatdown. He feels like people is from our team is going to be taking the money from others. Not one single NGO staff member will be participating in these tournaments. These are only for the viewers who watch and for people who want to enter. We will not be taking part of this, only for streaming purposes.
Yep. It's
So
all
that
for you
question,
guys.
it goes out to you guys. Please get back to us in any
Yeah,
form
leave
of
the
fashion.
comments below.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I'm glad Goken is on the podcast. He was there when we did several live tournaments when we're under the KOTC umbrella. So we have experience with handling, or being TOs. So we can get it done. So if you guys want to see that happen, please leave the comments below because we're gonna do like some feedback so that Nelson and I can organize this and make it happen. All right. So anything else for us, Nelson?
Besides that, just stay tuned for a multi-Twitch stream should be happening very soon with the majority of the NGO staff. I'm gonna orchestrate something where everyone that you see on here and the people that you don't see, such as Shinwar and a few others, we're all gonna be on one web browser, just fucking streaming every goddamn thing. It's gonna be a fun day, so
All right.
stay tuned for that.
All right, and then lastly, shout outs to the new subscribers to the YouTube. I'll do lunchtime TV tomorrow to actually specifically call you out by name. And I just wanted to say shout out to Fighters Evolution. That fan page is been in support of New Gaming Order, so we'll post like when we do get the fighting game tournaments in order. That footage will I'll be dual posting it on Fighters Evolution and New Gaming Order. So I'll be sure to check that out. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Screw Attack. You know, we're trying to get it all out there. So without further ado, this has been the New Gaming Order podcast for January 8th, 2015. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.